Hello everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you are well wherever you are. In this video, I want to talk about what happened in our healing journey when we hit the top of our healing. Because we talk a lot about, starting a healing journey and what happens when we are starting to heal and what to do, how we feel, etc. But there is this really interesting thing about healing and kind of reaching a point where you're not really sure whether you're still healing or not. And I think myself, I keep saying, oh yeah, I'm doing better. I think I'm continuing my healing journey. But then what I realize is that actually there's no point, like that specific point that you're gonna wake up and reach one morning like, yes, that's it, I'm healed. No, it doesn't work like that. And it's actually a little, confusing, because I think we expect like, oh, one day it's gonna get better, but it gradually sinks in, it gets better over time. And then you reach a state of like a neutral stage, I would say, and then or a happy stage. But it doesn't come like one morning you wake up and oh, everything is great. Also, I used to think in the last few months that I was, maybe like 50% better, like 50% happy, and I had completed my healing journey 60%, 70%. And what I realized is that there's never going to be a 100% healing. I don't think it's really possible. The reason why I say that is because if you've been really hurt by different things in your life, there is a chunk of you that will always be a little bit in the past, like locked, right? And it's like someone locked you, like a part of you, and threw the key. And when I was healing, I was trying to bring back that piece of myself that stayed in the past, that piece that, that part of emotion that was locked in time. And I looked for that key over and over again. But what I realized is that actually there's going to be bits and pieces of ourselves that we can't get back. So the best that we can do is actually to find new pieces of ourselves, or at least to drag our dead body and to stand back on our feet and feel better. But I think it's important to keep in mind that there will always be a part of ourselves that is locked somewhere in time. A part of ourselves locked in time because maybe we don't have the answers we want to have, or maybe because no one can repair some of the hurt that we felt. And it's like a scar, like I say, sometimes it's gonna bleed again, and that's normal. So what I realize is that maybe, I don't know, it's just an estimation, but perhaps I've, reached, let's say, 75% of my healing, and maybe 10% will never get taken, will never get brought back to me. And what does that make? 75, 85? I'm just trying to calculate. So 10% gone. And then 5% that's not going to be dependent on me, but dependent on maybe people or people who hurt me. And that's going to be this 10% that are about the future and what I do with myself and my healing. So what I want you to understand throughout this video is that healing takes a different form depending on the person, but there will always be a part that is somehow locked in the past. And I think we all always want to bring that part and feel complete, but I think it's a challenging thing, and we have to accept that that person we were, or that little bits of us, maybe we'll never get it back. Maybe we will never feel complete again, but the best we can do is to continue our path, our journey. But there is no specific destination. Happiness is a day-to-day thing. It has to come from inside. Don't look for that happiness in a job, or in getting busy, or in just avoiding things. Happiness is like, you sitting and you feel that happiness within yourself. It's gonna come with time, and it's gonna feel a little bit neutral at some point. right? I hope that makes sense. Don't try to reach desperately that point where you're going to wake up one morning and feel better. It's going to come naturally, and one day you're going to look back and realize that you've done much more work than you thought, that you're a different person, that you think differently. So keep up the good work, continue focusing on yourself, and just accept that this little part of yourself or that little part of your life, you might never get it back. You might never get the answers you want to get, but you've done such a great work already. So don't look at what you lost or what you feel you lost, because maybe, it's just a feeling. Just focus on everything that you can gain in the future. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I send you lots of positive vibes, whatever you need, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.